Well, there it is. Hello, guys. How you doing? Welcome back for another Warcraft 3 Reforged video. We're going to be taking a look at the Pandaren Brewmaster model now. Going to get up and Chen Stormstout's grill as we essentially grill his costumes. So, welcome, and hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to subscribe. More stuff like this coming, as long as there's more information, which I think there will be, what with the whole BlizzCon thing coming up and all that. So let's get to reading, shall we? We have our Pandaren Race, or at least the representative, Chen Stormstout. You can see his models. I'll give you a little bit of a detail. Hailing from the secretive Pandaren Empire, the mighty brewmasters travel the world in search of exotic ales and the finest brewed spirits. These affable warriors rarely seek out danger or trouble, preferring instead to spend their time concocting new and tasty beverages for any brave enough to imbibe them. However, if attacked, the laughing brewmasters bring all of their Pandaren agility and ferocity to bear. Get it? Because it says bear. They are peerless warriors and world-class drinkers, all in one. So, they mention here Blizzard has been slowly introducing heritage armor sets for all races with Worgen and Goblin armor, so that's referring to like World of Warcraft, and I was like, oh, what's the whole heritage thing? Apparently heritage armor sets are cosmetic rewards unique to each playable race. Their cosmetic nature means that they are transmoggable over any armor type. From plate to cloth, the set is unlocked account-wide and can be worn or transmogged by any character of the armor's race. You know what I mean. So let's take a look. Oh my goodness, he's right up in my face. What's going on? He's got this kind of centurion look to him. I don't know whether he's like from the battlefield of some ancient empire or something. There is an actual link that I'm going to show you guys, or at least some pictures I've got lined up. Yeah, you can see my spelling at the top right. I just noticed that. The regret. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, so there's the back of him. He looks a little bit stale, at least in terms of his posture, but that's really because he's doing the T-pose, so you can't really criticize him for that. He's not like flowing with movement right now. So that is essentially the Storm model. Now we have the Fire model, and oh my, that he looks like the Emperor, doesn't he? Look at him. Is he dual wielding like Illidan's Warglaves or something? I can't remember exactly what the fire elemental used as weapon. He had a sword, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he has dual wield swords, so he's obviously... Oh, those are swords. It's because it's got all of this flashy stuff at the back, but... Yeah, those are swords. And those are the holsters for the swords. I see. Yeah, these are definitely swords. Like sabers or something like that. Oh, that's neat. Oh my goodness. And it's the Earth one now. So, looking very peaceful and calm. But at the same time, incredibly intense. Now, this is what I assume the Pandaren Brewmaster model looks like. Chen himself. Well, maybe not necessarily Chen, because as we've seen from some of the heroes that have been shown to us, they don't actually share the same model as Antonidas, for example. It actually looks like Deck Arcane on a horse. So, I don't 100% know if this is Chen's model or the Pandaren Brewmaster. I assume it's the Pandaren Brewmaster. So, taking a look at this is pretty good. Really pretty darn good. Look at the detail on that. He actually is sporting my favourite armor set, I think. Or close to it. From Heroes of the Storm. Anyone remember that game? Yeah. He used to have an esports thing going on there. So, there was a white armor set that I really liked using for Chen. And I really like the way the models look in Heroes of the Storm. Like, I know it's controversial. Some people they don't like them. Some people do. I actually think they look great because I think in the Heroes of the Storm, they definitely tried to stay true to the characters from the universe they're in. So the Uther from Heroes of the Storm actually looks like Uther in Warcraft 3. Just remodeled up. See, I don't need like super mega graphics, like hyper detail. I just need the model to look like it actually looks like in the original game. Just a little nicer. That's why I quite like the Heroes of the Storm models. So I just want to quickly show you this one. That is Chen Stormstout in Heroes of the Storm. So you kind of can see the armor set, and like the buttons don't fit because his belly comes so far out. Like there's little character like that. So there's, though you can see, those aren't linked because his belly's sticking out too much. So if you look for the detail, you'll see it, which is nice. So, oh my goodness, put a shirt on.
This will put hair all over you.
Well, there we go. He's not shy. The only fun thing that really stands out here is this straw that he is chewing on. Doesn't quite go into his mouth, or at least the fur kind of comes over too much. But that's being like hypercritical, because it is like an additional extra element to his costume design. Looking pretty good though, I gotta say. Like the hat, the arm guards, the waist. I'm not so sure about the silver bit, but I actually like sort of like the architecture. I keep using the architecture term. I'm not sure that's correct. That's more for buildings, but anyway. Perhaps he is a building though, judging by the size of him. And there we go. Back to the original. So, you notice I got this Great Wall thing up here at the top right? Yeah. It's this. Remember that film from 2016? Totally reminds me of that. This whole Storm, Earth, Fire, Pandaren Brewmaster. I actually quite like the film. It's not the best film. We all know it's not the best film. But it was an enjoyable romp. It's got Matt Damon in it. And it was pretty good. It was like Matt Damon in a Chinese movie. I think they really wanted him in there. So perhaps this is more true to what we know than we want to believe. But I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go on to the next picture, which is the Lunar Fire Chen. Look at him. So you can sort of see the vibe that we could be looking at right now. So look at the vibrancy, the colors, the palette, the set, everything. So coming back to this, just breezing through these. Yeah. You see what I mean? At least they tried to install a lot of personality. You might not necessarily like it. You might do, though. It's because they're so static, though. It has this odd look. But if he was, say, for example, posing with his fists closed together and sort of like had them over his belt, it wouldn't look quite so weird as his arms just stretched out like that. Even his shoes are pointy in a weird way, pointing back. So yeah, I thought I would share this with you guys, and I'll continue to share some Warcraft 3 Reforged content. So if you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe. Smash that like button. It really does help out, pushes the videos up, gets the notice out there, makes it much easier to create more content like this. I want to say a big thank you to those that actually still support me on Patreon. Believe it or not, there are still people that do that. So I thought I'd mention it, and when I create some more sort of videos that are more like edited, I'll try to include links to people that do support me on Patreon, like the names and stuff like that. I'll try to be a bit more sort of responsive in that fashion, because I know I have slipped off a bit, and I apologize to those. But I do still put out videos each month for those that do support on Patreon, but I'm not sure I'm going to change up the rewards or something, like to show behind the scenes of what it is I do, depending on how much work that actually ends up being and how much hassle that ends up creating. But if you were interested, there is a link in my video description, patreon.com/WTiiWarcraft, if you wish to support. That's a good way to help support the channel. But otherwise, just make sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe, and share it. That's a really great way to help me out. And thank you guys so much. Your feedback has been fantastic in the human and the orc. I've actually had so much fun reading the comments. So much sort of controversy. Like, people like it or they want to like it, but they're still skeptical because of just loving the original content. And that's kind of where I am. But just let me know what you think, and keep up the good work in inspiring me to make these videos, because those comments make my day. So thank you guys very much. I think what I might do actually for future videos, I want to actually, one of my videos I want to do, I'm going to take the budgies to the vet tomorrow with me dad. One of them's not too well at the moment. He's okay, but he's a bit stressed, I think. It's a hard life being a budgie. But anyway, I've got to take the budgie to the vet tomorrow, so I'm not sure exactly how much time I've got in the day, but I want to go over the forums and try to find some funny posts. And by funny posts, I mean posts of people just going nuts. You know how people can be on forums, overreacting a little bit. Yeah, it might be funny to pull up some of those and do some voice acting or something and pretend to be those people. and do a little video regarding that. So thank you guys once again. Take care. I'm probably going to go to bed after this one, so if there's any more Warcraft 3 news, I'll have to cover it up tomorrow, because Wowhead keeps on putting them out every few hours. So until the next one, I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.